Hello dears, and welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna, and welcome back to the latest Benidorm news update. Today we have a lot to talk about, so let's start the video, shall we? First of all, as usual, we'll be talking about the situation in tourism, what's going on right now, what is expecting us in the next few weeks' time. The second news will be about the artificial intelligence and how Benidorm hotels are actually using it to make sure the service is better and help in everyday tasks. And the last news will be about how pricey are the properties in our region. One of the areas that I'm quite sure a lot of you know about is the most expensive of the whole entire Valencian community. And then, as usual, we'll be talking about the weather forecast. Today, the wind is still quite strong, so we'll see how it goes this whole entire week. Will it be nice and warm, or will we finally have a winter we didn't have during December, January, and the vast majority of February month? You're about to find out. First of all, let's talk about the situation in tourism. As you all know, it's nice outside. We've been filming you videos about Levante Beach, Poniente Beach, the city center at night. And a lot of you did actually mention that there's a lot of people. For the time we are on now, for the end of February, there's quite a lot of people outside, not only during daytime, but also at night. In one of the latest videos, we've showed you the Mediterranean Avenue, which is where the Festilandia is located, a few hotels like Belroy, Aguirre Springs. It's the refurbished part where the taxi stops are, the public transport. That brings you towards the heart of Benidorm. And many people did mention that it was the busiest they've seen it in February month. And we were shocked about it as well because we did not expect to see it that busy, even on Friday night. And overall, bars, restaurants, cafeterias are having some good months for their business. The same for hotels. As you all know from the previous news, hotels did not increase prices so much. They've increased just a tiny bit to make it profitable. But overall, our region is the one that less increase has performed comparing with other regions and touristic regions of the entire Spain. So bear that in mind. It's not as bad as it might seem like from the first sight. And in general, hotels are still busy. It's around 70 something percent of occupancy on average. All the hotels that were closed for winter season will start to open up right now shortly, starting from March, which is basically in just a couple of days' time. It's March already. It's going to be calendar spring. Okay. Each time when I film videos, I say, oh, it's spring already, or it's summer. I know that calendar thing is one, and then how people look at it, for example, here in Spain, summer doesn't start up until the end of June. But for me and for a lot of other people from other countries who are used to live by calendar months, 1st of June is first day of summer. So this is how it goes. So 1st of March is official day of calendar spring, and we could not be happier. Winter is almost over, and we didn't really have winter as it is, so it was all right. We're looking forward to see what this year will bring us, and I'm quite sure a lot of you are counting the days to come on holidays to our sunny country of Spain. The second news that I wanted to share with you all is about the artificial intelligence and how it has changed almost every single part of hotels and accommodation options in Benidorm town. As you know, Benidorm is going above and beyond. They always want to have the latest technologies. They want to evolve. They want to change and improve the quality of the establishments and the quality of services they provide for tourists and locals as well in some of other projects. So this time, artificial intelligence is also something that Benidorm put their eye on, as we say it in Spanish, which means that Benidorm was extremely interested in these types of projects. And actually, in hotels, it completely transformed all the work that is being done. In which way? For example, The accommodation options use the technology like artificial intelligence or just like the latest technology daily to, first of all, check out, calculate, see if they need some more, what are the expenses, etc., or the waste for all the prime materials used in this business. Also, to attend the guests, the clients, in their native language. Here, usually people that work in hotel industry do dominate at least two, three languages, at least. One of them being English, obviously, the other one Spanish, plus maybe some other one, German, French, Italian, maybe Chinese. I doubt it, but maybe that's a possibility, or Portuguese. And it's something, or French, Italian, whatever it is. So it's very, very important that if a guest who does not speak any of these languages and there's a language barrier between you and you want the guest to understand everything that you offer and everything they should know, there's language translation, which obviously before you could use Google, but now it's even better performance and it's way faster to communicate with the guest in any type of language that they need to do it. Answer to any kind of petition, any kind of request from the guests or from other departments of the hotel in a record amount of time. Before, you needed to take, in the majority of cases, it was by phone. So you needed to pick up the phone, you needed to dial, you needed to ask, then they should ask someone else. Then while they do it, then they report you back. Or for example, if you wanted some service towards the room, if you wanted some more maybe pillows or a blanket or a duvet, if you needed something or something wasn't working, you reported it to reception reported it to maintenance. It's by a walkie talkie or by a phone. It was a waste of time a lot of times. And obviously guests were becoming angry because the service was not all the efficient that it could have been with the latest technologies. So right now all of it is automatically going into specific groups or a WhatsApp or specific program, or even the guests can directly put it via app in a lot of the hotels. Just go inside of the app and put that you need maintenance or you need something extra or you have any kind of petition, anything. This is how it goes, and it's way faster than it used to be. One of the examples of it is the hotel from the group RH, and it's the Hotel Corona del Mar. We've actually seen it in the latest video from the Poniente Beach yesterday, I think it was. We've actually seen this hotel with the gorgeous views towards the Mediterranean Sea and the island of Benidorm. And this hotel has the first ever in Benidorm Pioneer Room, which is absolutely run by the artificial intelligence and the latest technologies. I've checked their website and I did not find exactly this room. Obviously, if you call, if you ask, they will tell you what type of room it is, but I'm quite sure you will not be able to book exactly this type of room. So it's like a lottery. If you get it, you're lucky, or not, depends on how you look at it. But if not, you'll just get a usual room. There's no extra like supplement or there's no extra category for it. Let's say our artificial AI room, book it now, and the calendar for it exclusively with its own price. No, it doesn't work like this, at least for now. So it's a shame. It would be interesting to book this type of room, but so far, and no one knows how it works. Probably people are just randomly getting this room to explore it and check it out, and you're not able to book it directly. It's a shame. I wish you could book directly exactly this type of room for especially all those who are interested in technologies and would like to try it out. No. The other thing that this particular hotel, for example, is looking like, as well as port hotels, there are quite a few that are using artificial intelligence already. The RH Corona del Mar, for example, they have specific light systems in the hallways everywhere. This light system is used for not only for those who have difficulties in hearing, deaf or partially deaf people. Uh, for them, instead of the sound system like alarm or anything in particular, there are light systems. So you have like an information where they show you what each light symbolizes in case there's a fire alarm, in case there's evacuation, in case there's some special event, something you need to know. This color changes and it pops up and you can see it directly, apart from obviously the sound. And port hotels, for example, are using it. Very interesting. They're using artificial intelligence to make something creative with their recipes or improve the recipes. as well as to program the codes for their website. Right now, you don't even need to be a programming specialist or like IT specialist. You can go to ChatGPT, or you can go to a lot of other artificial intelligence websites, and you can just ask them to write a code for you with the parameters that you want. You can just copy and paste it, and that's it. That is where the world went right now. That's absolutely bizarre how these things are happening, and how a lot of businesses, tourism related businesses, are starting to use it. Actually, hotels are also checking it out because of the pricing. They are putting all the data in, which type of food people like, when they tend to travel, which are the busiest months, less busiest months or days or weeks. And with it, they get a better report. By the way, the program is learning each time they do the reports. It's like a person, it's learning constantly. So it's great to see that businesses manage to use the latest technology to improve actually the service to the guests, to those who come here, to those who want to spend their lovely holidays in Benidorm, and improve both the quality, the speed, and the overall experience of those who come here. And I think it's a great idea. Just wondering where it will lead us to, because everything is changing and evolving so fast. The last news that I wanted to share with you all is about the property purchase in Costa Blanca. As you all know, we do have our own immigration service, which is legal immigration service to Spain. We mostly operate in Costa Blanca so far in our region, but in the future we would like to operate through the whole entire Spain. We'll see how it goes. So far it's here, and we tend to work with a lot of agencies, with a lot of property owners, and we are very interested and continuously monitoring the situation in properties. If you know someone who wants to purchase a property, or maybe you want to purchase a property here in Costa Blanca, if you know someone who is interested in purchasing a property here in Costa Blanca, or if you maybe want to purchase a property here in the sunny Spain, this news will be really interesting for you. Trust me. Or maybe simply just out of curiosity. The most expensive area in Valencian Community is actually situated here in the Alicante province, not so far away from Benidorm town. And we've been there quite a few times with you here on the channel on our walking tours. This is one of the busiest areas of Calpe, the town of Calpe. And this area is called Playa Arenal Bol. We've showed it to you in a lot of videos here, and this is one of the most important areas of Calpe in terms of properties. This is where everyone wants to live. This is where all the shops are located, all the businesses, all the services. It's where the public transport is running. It's like the heart of Calpe, not including the old town, obviously. And people want to live there, which actually goes into the prices. Here, by the way, Playa Arenal Bol is the 20th most expensive area through the whole entire Spain, right below some of the areas and zones of Madrid, Barcelona, and Valencia. That's absolutely insane. 20th from the whole Spain and first in Valencian Community. How much does it actually cost to buy property here? We have the price of 7,049 euros per square meter. This is a lot of money. So if you are purchasing 100 square meters apartment, you can already see how much it will be. That's absolutely insane. That's insane numbers. And the average in Spain, so that you would understand where it's coming from, such a high number, the average in Spain is around 2,215 euros per square meter. This is more than 3 times the average. Bizarre. In Madrid, it's like 10,000 in some of the most popular areas. Here in Calpe, it's 7,000. Then followed by some areas like Orihuela. There are specific parts of Orihuela that are also really desired places to live. After Orihuela, it's followed by Albir, which is where we live, and Alfaz del Pi. This area is So one, two, three, third and fourth most expensive from the Valencian community. That's absolutely insane. All of it because there is a lot of international people here. There's a lot of international residents, or those who want to have here their holiday home, those who want to establish themselves here after they retire, to live a comfortable, sunny, warm, and nice life and enjoy the gastronomy, the food, the great weather, and everything this part of Spain has to offer. So, obviously, people want to come here and it has the price. Here in Albir and Alfaz del Pi, the price actually is of 4,500 euros for a square meter. To be exact, 4,520 euros. Still looks like bizarre numbers to us. Then followed by the Poniente Beach, the one that we just showed you yesterday. That we also have a video, by the way, about the properties on the Poniente Beach. Check it out. I think we have the list of retire in Spain or something like this, or properties. Check it out because we have a lot of different videos from Benidorm so far, where we give you a special information about how it would be to live here, not only to come as a tourist. So on the Poniente Beach, 4,518 euros, more or less exactly the same as it is here. And then we have Playa de Torres in Villajoyosa, very popular place too, even though it's not the city center, 4,148 euros. Very attractive areas. There's a lot of work more or less here, but mostly it's so attractive because of its microclimate, because of the international communities that are already established out here. So many international residents choose these areas specifically because they know a lot of other people from their countries are living in this particular place. So they would not feel alone as it is. Let us know if you would purchase a property somewhere here in the area, which one of the areas you would potentially choose, because obviously there are so many places where to live, quality places, nice ones with good views, with great weather, special microclimate. Would you choose any of these, even though they are some of the most expensive ones from the whole Valencian community? Let us know here in the comments. And now let's talk about the weather. Right now, the wind is still quite strong. Every now and then, it's cloudy, it's not sunny. Let's hope it's gonna be towards the end of this day. Uh, Here in a lot of parts, starting from today's evening, it's gonna be sunny, partially cloudy, and in some parts of Spain, it was raining quite a lot or even snowing. Here, obviously, it wasn't the case as usual. We're protected by the sea and by the mountains, so it's a special microclimate. It does not rain a lot in our region, even though the winter is already almost over. Throughout the whole entire week, we will have a mix between sunshine and clouds, but it's not going to be raining, definitely not. The temperatures right now will be maximum 19 degrees at some peak points of the day, which are right now. So towards morning or evening time is when it's slightly more chilly and you need to bring like a jacket or something with you, or a scarf to warm yourself up, because it is quite cold when we are not in the day hours. Even so, even if it's only 19 degrees, we have the warmest areas of Spain, excluding Canarian Islands, obviously. But apart from that, in a peninsula, we are the warmest part in the whole entire Spain, which is great to see. Towards this weekend, the temperatures will rise up 1 or 2 degrees, so up until 20, 21 on the sunshine, maybe 22 maximum, but still great weather. The sun will be shining, just maybe with a teeny tiny bit of clouds. The temperatures will be nice and warm to walk around, to explore, travel all around Benidorm and beyond it. Obviously, you have public transport, bus number 10. You have the tram, you have other bus options and lines to go to Villajoyosa, Polop, La Nucia, everywhere you want. So don't be afraid, take the public transport, explore as much as you want, because there are so many lovely places to see and enjoy during your holidays. And if you're looking for some extra information, a part of what we are already giving you here on the channel, apart from our official website, Benidorm Bayana Tours, which is where we offer some private premium tours in Costa Blanca, just for your family or your friend group. No one else, no big groups. Everything is 100% personalized. Check it out. We also have partnered up with a first ever Benidorm website based in UK, which is benidormandbeyond.com. And this website has some extra information that you need in order to plan your holidays in the best way possible. So check it out as well if you still did not do so. Thank you for accompanying us on today's Benidorm news update. We'll see you in a new video tomorrow. Bye, Dees. Have a lovely week.